All right, people. So welcome to one more class. Welcome again to my armchair. And today I'm going to correct some exercises from the last posted classes. And I'm going to give you some instructions, right? So to start, I'm going to share my screen. And so right here. So remember that in our class yesterday, we saw these things here. We did the picture, we did the listening exercise, we did number 1, number 2, right? And homework for you was to do exercise number 3 and 4 for the listening part, and also the grammar. So you were supposed to finish, right? So you're supposed to finish the page, right? So, of course, there is no right or wrong answer for this exercise number 3, for example, because it depends, right? Each one of you is going to find some solution, okay? But we're gonna comment about the ones that the book brought here for us already, okay? So, for example, number 3, read the list of things people do to improve or change their looks. Check the meaning of the words and phrases. Can you add more, add 2 more things? So this, number 1, what people can do, because we listened in the audio last class that some people use leeches to clean the blood. Some people let these nails like wall on their face as a skin treatment. We saw that people in the past, they had uh, crocodile excrement, right? Uh, to do skin treatment to be more beautiful. And so here we have some things like, it's more reasonable ones, right? But I want to know about your opinion, okay? So for example, have plastic surgery. So this is very common nowadays, right? So people to have plastic surgeries. For example, a tummy truck or a facelift. So lift is the verb like when, for example, I have my mouse here, so I'm gonna lift my mouse, right? So this is a face. So if you have a facelift, you do like this, all right? So to be stretched, right? So that's a facelift. According people are getting older, some people choose to do this facelift, right? There are some actresses in Brazil that they do it a lot, some singers, right? I remember now, for example, Elza Soares, do you know? She's an old singer, right? And her face was like this, so that's a facelift. Or we have tummy truck, tummy tuck, I'm sorry. It's related to what you do in the belly. Okay, so it's like a surgery you do in your belly. So to take off the fat of your belly and to shape it, like to be fitness, you know, so that's a tummy tuck, right? Dye their hair. All right, so paying attention that you don't paint your hair. The correct verb is dye, but not dye like dye because you spell it in a different way. So to dye their hair. So this is even more common, right? Buy expensive cosmetics. Very, very common, right? Have a facial treatment. So to take off the pimples, right? So to clean and everything, like to have some lotion. So that's a facial treatment. Cut down on sugar. Yeah, so when you stop having sugar on your body, so you don't drink soda anymore, you don't drink industrial juices anymore, you just drink natural juice, you don't drink beer, okay? So you 100% cut down on sugar, so this is one possibility. Have a teeth whitening treatment. So we saw, we listened something about this in the audio in our last class. Take steroids, right? So like to be stronger, all right? But of course, you have the effects of doing that, right? And to take up bodybuilding and or exercise regularly. So to take up, it's when you start doing something. So imagine you are like sedentary and suddenly you take up bodybuilding. So you start doing physical exercises, things like this. Okay, and exercise number 4 is related to this. So you're going to try to create, and again, people, if you don't understand, leave message to me in the forum. If you try to create something but you're not sure, leave messages there for me. Because, for example, in number 4, you are supposed to make comments about these things and the things that you added in the list. So if you're not sure, you should let me know. Okay, so here in number 4 we have some comments. So it's a safe way to change your looks. So in your opinion, from exercise number 3, what is it described by this action? Or it can be fun. It passes a serious health threat. It's ridiculously expensive. It doesn't have any long-lasting effects. It may be worth trying. Okay, so this is individual, but again, if necessary, please let me know. Okay, and the other exercises here, we have the grammar. So we're going to talk a little bit about ellipsis. Ellipsis is when it's possible to omit parts. Okay, so we have already been talking a little bit about it. Let me put it bigger for you, so it's going to be definitely better for you guys. So it's right here. So grammar, ellipsis. Okay, so let me put it down. Okay, read the sentences 1 to 6 from the listening. Okay, match them with the omitted words A to F. Then complete the role with subject, informal, and verbs. So pause the video right now, do this exercise here, and when you finish, play it here again so you can check the correction with me. All right, so let's take a look at the correction, okay? So we have number 1, not heard that one before. So what is letter A, B, C, D, E, or F? So I have, right? So it's omitted. The man tell not heard, but the complete sentence will be, I haven't heard that one before, or I have not, right? And then you have, want to hear another example? So do you want to hear another example? Fancy trying any of those yourself? So would you fancy? So would you do it? That's interesting for number 4. That's interesting for number 4. Number 5, why black teeth? So it's, why did they want black teeth? And I think it would be better to stay single then. Okay? So, and why, people? Why in the conversation they omitted? Because especially in informal English, in spoken English, we tend, not English, in Portuguese as well, we tend to cut as much as we can. Okay, if it's possible to say one message in 3 words, it's normally better than saying in 13, 15, right? So we're going to try to complete here this this thing, this role, so we can understand a little bit better. So you're going to use subject, informal, and verbs to complete. Right? So pause the video. When you finish, you come back here to the correction. So we often leave words out, especially in spoken, in informal spoken English. Okay, so number 1, informal. This is known as ellipsis. We can omit subject pronouns, articles, auxiliary verbs, or in fact any verb when it's clear from the context what the verb is. Okay, so when it's clear, when it's obvious for the speaker and the listener, who are you talking about, or of what you're talking about, the action, you can just omit it. So would you like more ice cream? Could be more ice cream. So because the person is already having ice cream. So say, oh, more ice cream. So it's implicit that like, would you like? Okay. Or I would love some. Oh, love some. So it's implicit. Okay. So to finish this part, we're going to do this exercise number 2. Okay. So it's all about this being or not being possible to omit. So read the 3 dialogues. So we have 3 conversations here, and underline the words that can be omitted. So which words can you omit here? So if it's possible to omit, like if it's clear for the speaker and for the listener, so we can take them out. So you are going to underline. Okay, so pause the video, and when you're done, you come back here. All right, so let's take a look. Let me put it here, the answers. It's gonna help us here to visualize. Second. Okay, so number 1. Let me try to do it here. Okay, so do you fancy another game match? I would love one. So what can we omit here? Do you? So, oh, fancy another game? And love one. So I would, it's possible to omit because it's clear for everybody. Okay. What about you, Jamie? So continuing the conversation. What about you, Jamie? Sorry, there is not enough time. I have to be home by 5. So what about you, Jamie? So Jamie, so we already have a question here going on. So, and you, Jamie, so what do you think about this idea? Okay. And then we have James Essence. Sorry, not enough time. Got to be home by 5. So cutting everything. Okay. And then we have see you at the same time tomorrow. Then, so is it necessary to say see you at the same time? So like same time tomorrow. So is it okay the same time tomorrow? So great, not necessarily that would be, oh, great. Yes, okay. Have you got a minute? I need to talk to you. So we have 2 here. Now it's another conversation. Got a minute? So got a minute to me? I need to talk to you. And to be more specific, I could say need to talk, not necessarily I. Got a minute? Need to talk to you. Okay, so it's possible to omit the subject here, I. Okay. The next. No, I'm sorry. I'm busy now. Maybe we can talk later. Right. Sorry, busy now. Maybe later. All right. So much simpler and much better. And that's no problem. Oh, no problems. Okay. No problems. And to finish, do you want a coffee? We have want a coffee? Love one, not I'd love one. Okay? Any problems here? Any questions? No? So, look, what I want you guys to do as homework, let me share it here again. The next page of the book. The next page of the book is going to be your homework. Okay? So, we have some exercises here. Okay, so you're going to do all of them. They are not difficult and it's not going to take too long. So on page 70. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Don't forget, if you have any questions, make sure you leave them on the forum for me. Okay? So that's it, and I see you next class. Goodbye.